Welcome to Automation Club, and let's continue to learn Protractor Automation. So in this video I will explain how to handle dropdown in Protractor. Also we will see how to use element.all methods for multiple elements. Like in Selenium we do have web elements method, right? So similarly in Protractor we do have element.all method. Okay. Also we'll see how to execute the script without starting the Selenium server. We used to start a Selenium server without means before execution, right? So I will show you how to skip this step and execute the script. Okay, so let's get started. I will open the project which we created for calculator test, right? So I will use the same script for explaining this concept. Okay, so we'll use the same application. So we'll open the application. Fine. So here what I want is give some value, and here you can see in this field or in this drop down there are multiple values, right? So how to handle multiple values by using element.all method we will see now. So first inspect it. Okay, then so I have inspected select tag. Use the tag name as a select and then give the attribute and value. I'm creating a CSS. Okay, so operator, so ng model attribute is having operator value, right? So now I have inspected this one. Now I want to come inside of this select tag, right? So we saw in CSS video where we handle this by parent and child method, right? So we can use that as well. And so here what we will do, so we want to come inside of it, right? So how to do that? So come under option, because this option is child of select, but the problem is there are n number of option tag. Okay, there are 5 in this case. Okay, so what we saw in previous video, like to handle this we use nth child 3 or 2, then it will take it from the index of the drop down or whatever the field is. Okay, but if we want to take it from the number, from the name. Okay, so for that first I want to calculate it, okay, by using element.all method. So let me create another file and name it as a test or all method dot js. I will copy the same test, means calculator test. I will copy the whole test from here because I don't want to invest time in doing the same thing. Okay, So we will remove this one, and we'll remove this one as well, or let it be. Okay, so what I want, where options, first we'll calculate it. Okay, total options. What I want is how many options are available in this drop down. So for that, element dot all by dot css, because we created css just now, and copy that css. Okay, then we need to count. So for that we do have count method. Okay, so handle this promise by using async and await, and here we have to use like this. Now I have counted it and I have assigned in total option variable. Now I want to print it. Fine, sorry. So first we will see whether we are able to do the count or not. Okay, so what I have done, I have created a CSS. Okay, so see the number are more than one. You can see 1 of 5 value. Okay, so because we do have 5 option here. Fine, so we need to take all the 5 values. So for that we need to use element.all method. So first I have counted it. So we will run it. Go to new terminal. So before that I need to change into configuration file the name of spec, right? So name of spec is all methods .js. Fine. So one more thing I want to tell you in this video. So this selenium address, right? If we are using this address, means this code, then we need to start selenium server uh, before execution, and for that we need to use the command webdriver -manager and start. Okay, so to skip that step, just comment it. Okay, and then use configuration, sorry, directConnect, give the value as a true. Okay, so this is for when we want to skip the step for starting the selenium server, then we will use this directConnect and true. So in this case, now we are not going to start selenium server again and again. Directly we will run this configuration file, protractor configuration.js. So it should give the total number of values present in option tag. Some error came, that's fine. Something I have written wrong. Yeah, I got it. So configuration spelling mistake. .js. So it has started running. It will launch the application, and no spec found. What else I have? Okay, it's my bad again. It was not method. Sorry, it was not methods, it was method only. Okay, run it again, no worry. So it is launching the application. It has launched the browser, and then maximize will be there, I think. Okay, super calculator has been launched, maximized, and then it printed total number of values available for option tag. See the number here. Okay, so this is how we can use all method, and we can count the total number of values or elements present with that locator. Okay, so this is similar to what we use web elements in Selenium to find how many elements are there with same locator. Okay, so for that we need to use element.all method, and we need to give the locator and then .count method. Fine. So after that, suppose I want to change this value. Okay, so before that, first what I will do, I want to retrieve all these value, what are the values are present in this drop down. Okay, so it can be used for other fields as well, not only for drop down, where multiple elements are there with same tag or with same locator. Okay, so I want to print all these values. So for that, it will be array only. Okay, so where array, use a array variable, and then element dot all by dot css. You can copy it directly. Copy it. Excuse me. Yeah. So dot get attribute. So for getting the values of this drop down, means what are the values are there. So we are having option tag for it, right? And you can see value tag is there for each and every option here. Okay, so addition, division module, and multiplication and subtraction, for each and every option value is the attribute. So give attribute as the value. Okay, so this all means this method will return an array, and I have assigned that in ARR variable. I will print this console.log array, use await, and run it. So it should give the array of that list. Okay, so this is the array which is printed. So it is having addition, division, module, and multiplication, subtraction. So these all values now came into array. Fine, this is how we can retrieve all the values in an array by using get attribute method. Okay, now suppose I want to addition, division. Okay, suppose I want to retrieve these all values one by one. So for that, let me, or let it be. Okay, so let me copy it. So one other method is there, dot each, dot each. What has happened? Okay, remove it. Element.all, then this one method is there, each. Okay, function, and give some variable. So what it will do, so it will take each and every item from this web element one by one. Okay, and it will assign into item a variable. Then assign in some variable item dot. So this item contains what? So for each and every element for this tag or this locator, it will take one by one and it will put into item. So item dot, what we want? We want value of each option, right? So for that attribute is value. So before that we got it from in an array, right? So now we want to take it one by one. We want it one by one. So this is how we can get it. Try to run it. Use await here as well, and then print as well. Then only we will able to see, right, whether the value are coming one by one or not. Value, fine. Okay, await is only valid in async. Okay, we need to give async. So wherever await is there, so for that block we need to use async before function. Run it again. Super calculator. Okay, so see the output. It is coming one by one: addition, division, module, and then multiplication and subtraction. Earlier it was showing in an array. Now it is coming one by one. So this is what we can use by using this item and all. So we can use any variable, not mandatory that you use item only. And the return type is element finder. So you can use other method as well, like which you use in element. So the same methods you can use in this. Okay, so now we will see, suppose I want to select multiplication or division something. Okay, but not based on the index or number of child, because it will be number based, right? So I don't want that. So suppose I want to get it from some function or something like that, and based on the value the drop down should be selected. So for that, how to use it? So let me do, I will use the same method, or instead of copying, let me do here itself. If I will just compare it, value equal multiplication. Suppose I want to do multiplication. Fine. Then what it should do, it should select that multiplication option, item dot click. Fine. Use await, and after this give some weight, so that we will be able to see whether it is working as expected or not. Give some wait time. So intentionally I am just giving wait time as a 5000 millisecond, right? Then click on go button. So we had that, I commented, right? Remove extra spaces, uncomment it. Okay, so what I have done, let me brief you. So for getting the number of values available in the same locator, or with the same locator number of elements, for that we can use count, and for getting that we can use get attribute method, and we can print it by using array, as well as we can print one by one as well by using each method. And then I want to select some particular value from the drop down based on the value, not based on the index. So for that I can just retrieve and get it from each item, and then I can compare it with some value, with some actual value, and then based on that I can select that particular value. So for that I can use this method. So this is one example, and let me run it. So this is how you can handle multiple values as well as drop down in Protractor. So it has opened super calculator application, and then see, something has happened. Five, six, and then dot all. Try to run it again. It looks fine. I think it should come outside. Sorry, not outside. Go button. Okay, so let's see what is happening. See, the multiplication has been selected there in drop down. you want to see it again, just change the number. Seven, 8. Okay, run it again. So it has launched super calculator application, then 7, 8, and then multiplication. Click on go. I think we need to give some weight here as well, so that at least we will be able to see the result. See the result, 56. Okay, so this is how we can do it. So what you can do, you can create a function for it, and you can pass a parameter, and that parameter will be based on the value from this drop down, whether it is addition, division, and based on the passed parameter it should take the value and it should do the operation accordingly. Okay, so this is how you can do a hands-on on same application. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. We will continue in next video. Thank you, thanks for watching.